I have worked quite a few times with the performing arts, and I like art dance that can be used in other media. So in the example of stochastic dance, I worked with a choreographer, Patrice Renier from Rush Dance. And so I recorded two people, a duet, people just dressed in black. And this was the early time of still the Harry, Quantel Harry, who could combine elements similar as, you know, After Effects can today, but it was a lot more difficult. So I had these two people in black taped on a light gray or white background. And the idea was to make a stochastic dance that wasn't truly stochastic in the mathematical sense because there was no mathematical coincidence involved, but the mathematical coincidence was created by looking at a dance that goes from, that falls from order into chaos and back into order. And those were the stochastic elements in it. So I used the duet to multiply people, first of all, to key them out and get them all onto a white neutral background, and to have the figures dance and then multiply to have a choreography that was aligned, that falls in and out of time of, you know, simultaneous movement and then movement that is out of symmetry and out of chronological order with the different pairs. And then I added effects to it that would use a stretch in time and typography. I love typography. And I used a quote by Nietzsche from Time that I mentioned earlier, that I like the topic of flying. And Nietzsche says about the spirit of lightness, he, thou who wants one day to fly, must first learn how to stand and to walk and to run. One does not fly into flying. That's just roughly paraphrased. And so I use that quote in the dance because this is like an evolution of how you get to something. And I really like the idea that he had of a spirit of heaviness and a spirit of lightness. And I have my own interpretation of what that meant to me, but that was the basis of this dance. And dance to me is a form of flying and is a form of lightness. And of course, with computer animation, I have the opportunity to defy gravity because I can just, you know, let them dance or fly, so to speak. That is the idea behind this. And I already mentioned Patrice Renier, and the two people, the two dancers are mentioned in the credits. And there was another person, Tom Brigham, who is actually a mathematician and who had an idea of sort of a stochastic coincidence. And that is sort of where that whole animation, what that whole animation is based on. The musician for stochastic video was David Simmons. He is an experimental New York musician and a friend of the choreographer. So he made that piece specifically for that dance. And that is why I used it in the video.